Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are a beginner and start experimenting AWS, then you typically use single AWS account, right? But when you start provisioning the cloud resources, then you might require more accounts. One account for production, one account for development, one account for testing. Based on the requirement, you will typically create more accounts. Managing all the accounts is complicated. That's why AWS gives enterprise level setup called AWS Organizations. Under the AWS Organizations, you will manage all your accounts. Also, creating separate login for each account is tedious and quite complicated, right? So that's why AWS offers another enterprise level setup called Identity Center, where you create single sign-on for the user so that user can log into any of his account. What are the advantages of having AWS Organizations? The main advantage is you can create and manage, control all your accounts. You can enforce the policies from a central place, right? The other benefit is you can have a single bill for all your accounts. Consolidated billing feature is available when you have organizations, okay? When you set up AWS Organizations, keep the main account, very first account, as a management account. Don't put any resources in it. That account is ideally for managing and controlling other accounts. You create other accounts for those purposes, right? So that is for the safe best practice. In today's hands-on lab, we will experiment what is AWS Organization and how to set up and also how to provision single sign-on using Identity Center. I have 3 AWS accounts. The first one is a management account. Okay, so I consider this as a management account. I do have 2 more accounts. Okay, this account ending with 319, the other account ending with 340. Okay, now I am going to establish AWS Organization and bring these 2 accounts as a member account, and the main account will be the management account. So let's see how to do it. Okay. Now currently I have logged into AWS Management Console. You will see the Studio Manager. There's a manager main account. Here I see the AWS Organization. You can also search from the Search Console. Let me open the AWS Organizations. I open the AWS Organizations, then I see the option here, create an organization. Okay, click this one, consolidation for the management account. Okay, now I clicked AWS Organization. When creating an organization, you will have to consider 3 points. The point number 1, this account will become the management account of your organization. True, this is my main account. Then the second point, we recommend to use an account with no resources or workloads. You are not supposed to create any resources or workload in this account, okay? Because this is the management account. From this account only, you are going to manage other accounts. Then third point, the management account can't be changed after creating an organization, okay? So these are the considerations. You have to consider it, okay? It's not you must do, but it is a best practice, okay? Click create an organization button. Our organization is being created, okay? So under the organization, you will see the root. Under that, your management account will be there, okay? By default, your existing management account will be part of the organization, okay? So this is the Studio Manager management account joined. Now you can invite your member accounts, okay? So there is option here, add an AWS account. You have 2 options here. Create a new account by following this option, or you can invite an existing AWS account, okay? This time, we are going to invite existing account since I do have the other accounts. So I click invite an existing account. Okay, now here I have to put the account numbers. Okay, now let me go and copy the member accounts. This one. Then after entering the first account, then I'll add another account. which is this one. So I added 2 accounts, and you will find a button here, send invitation. Click here to send invitation. An invitation to join your AWS organization has been sent. Okay. So you will see all your invitations here, each and the status is open. Okay. Now you will have to log into those 2 accounts and accept these invitations. Then only you can be part of these organizations. Okay. Now let me log out. Okay. Sign out. Now I'm going to sign in. Okay. So I'm currently logged into the one of the member account. Okay, root user account. Click next. Sign in. Now I have signed in to one of the member account. This account is Go Cloud Studio. Okay. Now I'm going to the AWS Organizations. Once I go to the AWS Organization Service Console, I see here the option invitations. So you will find all the information here. You have 2 options, either decline the invitation or accept invitation. Okay. So I'm going to accept the invitation. Now you accepted an invitation to join that organization. So this member account is part of the organization now. Now let me go and log into the other member account also to accept the same thing. I should have logged in to the other member account. Okay, under the root user, put the root user email address, click next, and I'm putting in the password. Again, I'm going to the AWS Organizations service. We'll see the invitation under the AWS Organization Invitations menu. And here also, I'm going to see the invitation and accept it. Okay. Now, both the members are accepted the invitation. Now, let's sign out and log in as a management account user to see your organization. Okay. Sign in your main organization account. Okay, root user. Enter the root user email. I have logged into the management account. Okay. Now I go to AWS Organizations. Now you will see your organization, your invitations. You see the invitation, all are accepted. Okay, the 2 members are accepted. Come and see your organization structure. You have the root. Under the root, you have Studio Manager, which is management account, and all other 2 members, and the other 2 members are already added here. Now you can create separate organization unit and assign these accounts to that organization unit. Okay, and select the root and go to the action, and under the organization unit, create new. So you can create organization unit. Organization unit is like a unit where you can group the accounts in serverless sandbox. Okay. Create organization unit. So I created serverless sandbox. Now I want to move one of my member account to this serverless sandbox. How to do it? So I click Go Cloud Studio member account. Okay, and there is option here, actions. Click here and click find move. If you move, you will select your structure, organization structure, select serverless sandbox. Click move AWS account. Now your member account Go Cloud Studio already moved to the serverless sandbox. Now I'm going to create another organizational unit to move this another member account. Click here, organizational unit, click the root and create new organization unit. I want to have something different, a container sandbox, for example. Okay. I have a container sandbox. Now I want to move this W3 Cloud Studio into the container sandbox. So you click the W3 Cloud Studio, actions, move. Now you can select container sandbox and move AWS account. Now you will see the root account and there are two organizational units, container sandbox and serverless sandbox. Inside the container sandbox, you have the W3 Cloud Studio, and inside the serverless sandbox, you have the Go Cloud Studio. So now you have successfully created the organization and assigned the organizational units to those new accounts. Okay, it's up to you. You can decide how to configure, how to structure your organization unit, and you can group your accounts based on your own requirement. Okay. So my friends, I have 3 AWS accounts. I created AWS organization. If I have to log in each account separately, it is tedious and complicated, right? What if I use the power of single sign-on? Through single sign-on, I can use single account to log into any of my account. Okay. Now let us see how to set up single sign-on for this organization. Okay. To set up the single sign-on, I need to go to the IAM Identity Center. Now I am in the IAM Identity Center console. Here I have the option here, enable IAM Identity Center. Okay. Click enable. This is asking where you want to configure Identity Center. Okay. I want to configure it for Northern Virginia. On this hands-on. Yes, enable it. If you notice the IAM Identity Center, you will see a lot of settings here. Okay. Now instance name you can edit. I want to create an instance, this Identity Center instance. So I will create like this W3 Studio. Okay. I am just giving a name W3 Studio. Make it like Cloud Studio. Okay. Save changes. And this is from the US East one. It is using the organization ID, the one we created. And you will see AWS Access Portal URL. You can still customize it, edit, and you can use your own domain W3 Cloud Studio. Save W3 Cloud Studio. Okay, Studio, save. Now you will notice the URL is changed. Okay, it is very user friendly, right? w3cloudstudio.awsapps.com. This way you can log in using single sign-on. Okay. Now you need to create the users. Okay. Let me create the user. Add user. I'm just putting my name, Akbar. The password, generate one-time password so that you can share with this user. Okay. email address. I'll type my email address. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm just entering the basic information of the user. I don't need groups at this time. Next, add user. Close. Okay. Okay. You will see all the information here. I created a user. Now, so these are the accounts I want to use. I want to assign users for these accounts. Assign users and groups to 3 AWS accounts. Okay, so I will assign single user for this account. Okay, selected users and groups, which is this user, the one I created. Okay, selected users and groups. I select this user. Click next. Here I need to create the permission set. Okay, what permission I can give? There are two options: predefined permission set or custom. I will see what is there in the predefined. Yes, I want to give them the administrator access for this purpose. Okay, or you can customize. You can go for any specific role, or you can create your own permission set. But for this hands-on, I'm giving the administrator access. Select, give next, create. As you can see, I selected the accounts, assign users. I just want to ensure I added Akbar, this permission set. Next, submit. Okay. Now this will configure these accounts to use this single user. Okay. We re-provisioned your AWS account successfully, applied the updated permission set to the accounts. Everything is done. Okay. Now let me try to log in. Go to the dashboard. Copy the single sign-on URL and paste it here. Akbar, that's the username. Sign in. This is asking me to register for MFA device. Built-in authenticator, security key, or authenticator app. I can use authenticator app. Okay, I follow the instructions and I set up the authenticator app. Now I'm entering the authenticator code. Okay, 847138. For your information, I use the app Authi to set up my multi-factor authentication. Okay, assign MFA. Now done. So you will see AWS Access Portal page open. As soon as you log in, you will get all your accounts. Okay, part of your organizations will be listed here. So by clicking this arrow down, and you will see the option to go to their web console. As a single sign-on user, you can able to go to any of the accounts. So this way we can set up AWS organization and add your member accounts, and also you can create single sign-on to log in from one place. Thank you for watching. I'll come back to you with another interesting video. Thank you.